Hermes press fans and Phantom fans. As you all know, we have been working on the Avon Phantom for about a year and a half, and we promised to bring you all of them. And we like to keep our promises. And those of you who've been waiting for the Art of the Phantom, it's coming. So I've gotten some emails from people who are concerned. Rightly so. I've been trying to make it the best book I can. I've gotten picture files from people all over the world. We're assembling it. It'll go to the printer shortly. People will have it. I hope you like it. But on to the more important news. The Avon Phantom progresses. Issue number 9, as you can see here, Killerstown, is done and just came from the printer in Canada. And the Google-eyed pirates, goggle-eyed pirates, I call it Google, but it's goggle-eyed pirates because they wear goggles, is also finished, and the covers, both done by George Wilson, look pretty darn nice, if I do say so myself. These are novels. They are not comic books. We've gotten some inquiries as to why they don't have pictures in them. It's because they're novels. These books were originally done in the early 70s and sold in newspaper stands, bookstores, drugstores. That was very important. You could get them at the airport. In the olden days, in the book racks. Everybody read them. Kids read them. Adults read them. Everybody loved them. They sold very, very well. These things have been out of print for 40 years. And the problem is if you go to get one used, when you open it, it makes a cracking noise. And all of the brittle brown pages fall apart. So if you get one to collect, you're not going to want to read it because it'll disintegrate. Most of them are in a really terrible condition. They're impossible to read, and they look bad. These things are perfect. They use the same George Wilson cover art. The only difference is they're slightly bigger. They're printed on really nice paper. They don't crack. It's acid-free paper. They're bound very, very nicely. They're collected in a set, so when you get them all, they all line up as you see the titles line up. And they're perfect. And they're fun, and you can read the Phantom. Now, let's see, what is Killerstown about? Well, there's an informational blurb on the back of each one of these, and I will read part of it, having to put the old spectacles on. And Killerstown, in the far reaches of the peaceful jungle, a notorious international criminal establishes Killerstown, a haven for thieves and murderers from many nations. It's basically an international city of bad people. There, with their stolen diamonds, gold, and other precious loot, they find safe refuge from the forces of law and order and are free to pursue refuge from the forces of law and order and are free to pursue their dissolute lives protected from arrest and punishment. When a beautiful and innocent young girl is trapped in this evil place, the terrorists are confronted by a mysterious and seemingly all-powerful force represented by the sign of the skull. Gee, guess who could that be? As the Phantom, single-handed, pits himself against the vicious world of Killerstown. So there you go. There's the Phantom, just like James Bond, coming to the rescue, doing the right thing, getting the damsel in distress out of trouble, and busting the bad guys. So that's Killerstown. The next book, which actually I think has a neater cover, much more James Bond, again by George Wilson, is the Goggle-Eyed Pirates. And it's also an exciting story. You can see they have a steamship, they have the bad guys, and they have the Phantom holding what appears to be a Thompson submachine gun. And the blurb on the back of this book says, on a luxury liner in mid-ocean, a gang of weird pirates suddenly appears as if out of nowhere. They rob the ship's vaults and passengers then disappear just as mysteriously as they had come. How? Piracy, to the Phantom, is like a red cape to a bull. For centuries, since the first Phantom's father was killed by pirates, and we know they were the same pirates, the Phantom has been the nemesis of pirates everywhere, and you know his oath to fight piracy and evil, and his sons and his sons' sons shall carry on that tradition. That's not on the board. That's from the Phantom's oath. Now, once more, the Phantom must meet that threat as he rallies to seek out and destroy the mysterious goggle-eyed pirates. So you know he's going to get them, but I won't wreck the story for you. So we like to do them in twos. 9 and 10 are available now through us on our website, probably 2 or 3 weeks through your comic book store, through Amazon Comic, through bookstores, but they're done, they're printed, they're perfect, they look great, they're great stories. If you want to read a great Phantom story, you get to read 2 of them. Pick them up now or buy them through our website. Good news, 11 and 12 are in production, so we're moving forward with these books, and they will be finished. That's all for now, Phantom fans. Bye-bye.